Hey, everybody, welcome to the Agent Edge podcast. And we are so blessed today to be here with an outstanding agent. And that's what this is about, getting together with great people and learning about their business and how they serve their people, because that's what's really, really important. And we're here today with Laura Jewett. Welcome, Laura.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So excited to have you here. And we're going to jump right in to let people know a little bit about you. They maybe don't know you as much. So tell us kind of how your real estate journey started.
So from the get-go, I've always wanted to own a business. So that was out of the womb. I'm like, my sister wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to own my own business. So that was kind of always my path. I went to U of A. I'm a native Arizonan, so that's about the furthest I made it was Tucson for 4 years. And I was in the marketing and entrepreneurship program there. So the entrepreneurship program was phenomenal there. Of course, just opened up many pathways and just, kind of that creative spirit of, how to run your own business. So that was awesome. Graduated from college, was already engaged to my now current husband, still husband. We'll be celebrating 25 years in a couple weeks.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Still my best friend. He had gotten his real estate license just prior to that. His parents owned a brokerage company. So I graduated from college, moved back up to Phoenix, started working for the Fiesta Bowl because I was working as an event planner down in Tucson while I was down there. So got my real estate license at the same time. Event planning is definitely a passion of mine and something that I truly love, but not very conducive to a happy marriage as newlyweds. So soon figured out that was not a viable path. So let go of that and just never looked back from real estate. So 24 years later, here I am.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's quite the journey.
Yes.
But you kind of do event plan through an entire transaction with real estate.
Mhm.
So it's
Very
like they're all
much.
tied together. You just kind of shifted it.
It is.
A
Well, and
little.
then too, incorporating it with, client appreciation events and service days and all of the things that we do with our charity partners is definitely lets me keep my hand in the event planning side of things.
That's a perfect segue. What sets you apart when it comes to serving your clients, and what do you do differently?
I think as a native Arizonan, this is home. I absolutely love Arizona. This is where I grew up. I've seen obviously so much change. And I just love being able to serve my community. So I think that comes in many different ways from my clients. Obviously, I think probably one of my superpowers is I'm definitely a problem solver. And again, I think my motto in life is there are no problems, only solutions. So I think that's really sets me apart on the real estate side of things is I can keep a transaction together because I'm really great at holding everybody's hand to make sure that that it's a good conclusion. So, and then as part of every transaction, we contribute a portion of our commission to one of my 4 charity partners that kind of serve 4 different areas of the community. So we have Maggie's Place, the Joy Bus, the Foster Alliance, and Arizona Pet Project. Sorry. Blanked on that one.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so they get to choose, and I donate a portion of my commission on their behalf. So trying to pull them into our community, the awareness aspect of it. We also do service days for all of these charity partners. So getting your hands dirty, just getting in and just seeing firsthand what these organizations do for our community, I think is super impactful. And then with that, we like to have fun, and so we host our client appreciation events throughout the year, and we always are supporting our charity partners along with those, doing collection drives for the needs that they have. So, it's kind of everything always kind of falls back onto the community, my community, our charity partners, and that's what brings me joy. And I think just, bringing that awareness to more people. Everybody says that they want to get involved, but, we try and just make it super easy. I'll kind of always say, all you have to do is show up. We've done everything else, just show up. So,
Well, and first of all, you're being way, way humble. Way humble on how she holds it together and what she does and how she stays in front of. And I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how you serve.
Thank
Literally.
you.
A lot of people talk about doing it. You deliver, and it's not just one time, it's every year.
Yeah, I think that's,
After year.
I think in anything you do, the consistency is what I think sets you apart and what makes you successful in no matter what field you're in.
We're a big believer in that too. We donate a portion of our earnings on every
That.
deal to a charity of the agent's choice or
I
the
love
client's
that.
choice.
That's amazing.
Make it easy.
If everybody did that,
Right.
what kind of change could we make?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the reasons we chose Great American Title. It's a big deal.
Huge.
So, how did you build a successful customer base?
Oh, goodness. I think, probably tried everything over the years. I think the biggest key, and Sandy is obviously the biggest proponent of this, is keeping your database and nurturing your database every day, going in and keeping track of the little things, the notes, so that you can make those connections with people, grading your database, and all these wonderful lessons that learned over the years. Sandy hosts some amazing workshops on those. But I think, and not taking for granted of who could be a future customer. I'd often not include people in my database because I'm like, oh no, they would never use me, or they're so and so, they already have an agent, or they're brothers and just always would discount putting them in there. I'm like, and what does it hurt to send them updates on what you're doing, and just inviting them to a movie event or a holiday party. Like, who doesn't want an invitation? So I think that's where it kind of changed over for me, is just not worrying about it, not overthinking who I was adding to my database, and putting them in. I've been super surprised by people that reach out that I've sold houses to that I never in a million years thought I would.
We hear that often. I remember when we were training agents, we would be like, put your dentist in, put the PTA mom in, they're like, no, they will never. I'm like,
well, you think
you don't know.
You don't bother them, or that they're going to be,
and they can refer you. Yeah, it might not be them. That's okay. They could refer you.
Absolutely.
One of the big things of your why, and your clients know your why, they see your why, they feel your why, is you're so genuine, and it's looking out for their best interests first, above your business, above, they aren't clients, they're family. You just literally take them in and put your arms around them, and they know they have that feeling of, you got me.
I for sure have talked many people out of buying a house.
Right?
Yes. And again, I think I bring a different level of expertise and experience that a lot of maybe other agents don't have the opportunity to have, because we not only talk the talk, we walk the walk. We have our own rental portfolio. We've rehabbed hundreds of houses. We build houses. I have short-term rentals, so I can really speak to. I do the interior finishes on our custom homes, so I can really speak to people's needs and kind of vision of what they want for a home, and help them create it. Whether it's buying something that's picture perfect, a new construction home, building a home for them, we can or an investment property, we can really cater to what their needs are, and have that experience.
It's funny because I'm like sitting here looking at a question I have for you, and I kind of feel like I can almost answer it for you. What are you known for with your clients? And I think that's when I went in, COVID started in March of 2020. I had decided before it was officially COVID, I was going to rehab the inside of my house, right? And I was blessed and lucky enough, because it would have been a complete cluster. If I didn't have Laura, who literally took me to tile shops, got me leveraged her connections. What she'll not tell you is what an amazing eye she has in picking furniture and textiles and tile and faucets, and I think what you're known for. I would say, obviously, besides being kind and wrapping your arms, is you don't look at it just as the financial decision,
Right.
which you do, but you can see something that most of us don't see.
The potential.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, and I mean that's one of the things you're known for. But I'd love to know what you think as far as a client, what you're really known for, what you do for your clients that makes you different.
I think that they all know that I'm there for them throughout their entire homeownership journey and beyond, and that they can always come to me for resources and information or questions, and I'll always, if I get a discount at a flooring store, they get that discount. So it's just like knowing that I've always got their back. I think I'd like to think that. I mean, I get probably several texts or calls a day of asking for some sort of service provider. So I love being able to connect. And then along with that, I love being able to also support other small businesses and community members. We've done quite a bit with that, even with our annual holiday event, our Santa Social. I have a lot of my favorite vendors from either farmers markets or different places around town that come and do a holiday market at the event. So I think anyway, and we do interviews and podcasts with them and just try and promote them as much as we can as well. So
Love that.
again, just another way to wrap arms around the community and support each other, because I think it's,
If you could collaborate with anyone in the world,
oh gosh.
who would it be?
Ooh.
Twist.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to be teary now, but
You don't even have to say it, and you got me getting ready to cry. Ugh.
I lost my mom when I was 20. And she's my carbon copy, or I'm her carbon copy. And I think just to have her, to talk with and see what I'm doing and the business that I've grown and see what her advice would be.
Be proud.
Okay. We got to put on the list to add tissue.
How's that?
Beautiful, though.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I'm going to guess that the best of you is what was the best of her. Love that.
Or we probably got too much of her workaholicness. Is that a word?
It is.
But yeah, she worked tirelessly, but she was so well respected, and just nobody even knew that she was sick until kind of pretty much the very end, which is just a testament to her strength. And but I think there's a lot of people out there, but that'd be my pick.
There you go.
Yep.
I love that. I love that. Because in the end, family,
It's everything.
it's everything.
Yep, and that's, I think too, I hold people's biggest investment, where they're going to raise their families, everything, their whole, everything they
Their
do,
whole life.
their whole life is my responsibility for that period of time, and I take that very seriously. Making sure that they're making good decisions and that they're getting the best deal possible, and that they know everything that they need to know to make those good decisions.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the biggest lesson you've learned in your real estate career this far? Like a piece of wisdom you'd want other agents or your clients to know?
You can't do it all yourself.
So true.
I tried, so I'm in this, 24 years, and I was just sharing, I have had an assistant for the last 4.5 years, and it was not only business changing, but life changing. And I can't say it enough. Like, if you want to elevate your business to the next level, you have to let go of some things. And, sometimes done is better than perfect. And that was a hard thing for me to learn and let go of, but it has changed my business and my life. So I would say that's my my biggest, for anybody that's sitting on the fence of getting help, getting an assistant, do it. Just do it.
Knowing everyone at this table, I think we all need to take that advice a little bit more than we do. But it's true, we can't
It's
do
hard
it
to
all.
let go. Yeah, but it is. Again, I'm type A perfectionist, and it's hard.
Sitting at the right table.
So before we wrap up, do you sell real estate just in one particular county here in Arizona, or?
Yeah, predominantly, obviously, Maricopa County. Being 100% referral-based business, I don't specialize in one specific part of town. But yeah, I would love to branch out maybe to northern Arizona once. But I honestly don't see that happening. I don't I don't take enough time off to spend enough time up there to make it worthwhile.
Of course, in 24 years of doing this, you've probably got somebody that's trusted in the different markets
Yep.
that they could go to you to get referred.
And we have a phenomenal matchmaker. She is like literally, if she should be like on a dating site. She's like that good, but she does it for matching realtors in other parts of the country and world. So even outside the country, she does a phenomenal job, and she partners with us to make sure that our clients are taken care of no matter where they're going.
Awesome. So if we have somebody watching this right now and they're thinking about buying or maybe listing their house for sale, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Give me a call, text me, email, whatever is your best mode of communication works for me. But again, I am a no pressure. I am only looking to help my clients. And even if that means 5 years from now or 10 years from now or never, you don't know until you start having the conversation and getting your questions answered. So just reach out.
Awesome. Laura, thanks for joining us today on
Thank
the
you.
Agent
Thanks for
Edge.
having me. Appreciate it.